Okay, so this is going to be one of my first episodes on what's wrong with America. Now, I want to tell you, people are like, why are you making an episode about what's wrong with America? Well, I love America. I've loved America before I even come to this country. I came to this country when I was 9, and my cousins can tell you that I would pretend to be American with an American accent. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Aquí está el libro. Libros, and I would pretend to have a library, put all the books everywhere throughout our entire house. We had a huge house. But we were like super wealthy. We were all just crammed into the house. And I would put the books everywhere, and I would try to find it. It was like, oh, aquí está el libro de America. So I love America. When I came to America, I might have kissed the ground. I'm not sure, but I love America. So as an American, I've become a citizen and whatnot. I've learned and seen how and why people hate America. I can kind of understand. I can understand there are certain elements about America that people can say, I was like, yeah, that's horrible. So one of the first things that I want to talk about is teachers. We're addressing teachers and teachers in general. Now, we all, from a spiritual standpoint, if we take the assumption that we are a Christian nation and their children are the most valuable things, if that's our moral caliber, children are the most valuable resources that Americans have, why aren't teachers the highest paid individuals in our nation? I think that there's a consciousness to that. There's a specific consciousness where we can all set that setting and say, okay, here's that money. Instead, we pay the people that produce things for us. The highest paid individuals are, Bill Gates, which, reasonably, creates information and communication for us individuals and allows us to progress forward. Jeff Bezos, Amazon, allows us content and whatnot. But teachers and education, I think that first and foremost, I think that we really need to reevaluate that, not just as a country, but as a world, where we look at how much our teachers are really getting paid and how much our teachers. And so but you see an erosion of disillusionment, teachers like, you're going to build the world, you're going to go get them, you're going to save them, you're going to make beautiful human beings, they will save the world. And then the reality that comes, it's like, oh, these children. I mean, I'm not a teacher, but I have no patience. And I love kids, but I would never be a teacher. I would never have a random group of kids for me to teach. I'd be like, no, I'll take you. Have you all passed your test? Seen my videos? That kind of attitude. And so I feel like teachers are I am just underpaid, completely underpaid, socially, economically, spiritually. The understanding that the flip side. A lot of people in Kabbalah teachers, they say we live in an upside down world. Whatever we see is not how it should be in various different elements, and that we have certain lurid blessings that come through. So, teachers, I think that if we're going to be a little bit further with the education system, we're going to talk about football and rallying in America. Again, I want to say that I love America, but we all understand that football creates brain injury on children, and we're paying taxes to have our children be brain injured. That to me is mind-blowingly disgusting. Not as well as the caliber of how much our teachers are getting paid and education, the whole level of education of where are we going? Where do we want to go if we aren't, putting more money and specific money and more attention to education rather than, and not just as a government, but rather as a society. And then cheerleading, to me, it's so perversely horrible that I don't understand how other people don't see it. Maybe some of you do see it. You have girls, underage girls in their miniskirts jumping up and down. There are conventions. They're, to make them look like dolls in order to watch. Now people may say you're sexualizing that element. It's like, the way I look at it, a child is a child. You want to hold on to that childlike energy. So personally, I'm a big fan of long skirts and like the whole hiding and everything, that whole, I don't know, orthodox kind of mentality to a certain degree. But that's my person, and I understand miniskirts, freedom, whatnot, totally awesome. But to have a whole tax being placed into making these elements, it's separating the boys and the girls and making the sexual element of the girls, because the boys are not wearing miniskirts. The boys are completely covered. The girls are a lot less clothing. So, I mean, I'm sure that you can have cheerleaders, but completely revolutionize and clothe the girls and make them do like, puppets and whatnot, and the whole theatrical element. How beautiful that would be. If you can brain damage the boys, at least give us some theatrical elements to it. So that's my understanding of how we live it. And then we cheer for it. We cheer. And why? Why do we cheer? Why do we? It's almost like, to me, the way I look at it is, it's like a dog pissing. It's like, you look at that dog piss, like, yeah, that's the dog from my town, and it pissed on that place, and it got so many pisses out. And I think that to a certain degree, that's how we look at countries, and it's that kind of division mentality. It's like, it's my state, it's my, even within like, I got the Clippers, I got the Lakers. It's like, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful that these teams are formed. But in regards to football and the whole NFL, I know we're all having the discussion. I know we're all having, and I think the NFL really should be scared. And I think the NFL should really start working on animatronics today and go to high schools and be like, you know what? We're going to wish with you. We're going to wish with you, and you're going to be little rabbits from me, and we're going to play them in the footballs and the mini little footballs, and just high school players, and you're going to be like that, and the big football players, they're going to be like, playing the video games and be like, oh, this is because it's their mind about how to play the game, and it's going to revolutionize the whole world, right? Did you understand what I said? I hope so. I hope that the NFL, I do believe that football and having that, that excitement of the characters is beautiful. I do believe it's beautiful, but I think that we need to take out the element of humans out of it. And I think that we need to make, with the VRs and whatnot and everything that's happening, I think that we need to marry that technology and that element together. So Jeff Bezos, can we make that happen? Can you have your own football league that is only robots? Can I be like the host? Can I be like, hey, welcome to a robot match? Whatever it is, and then people from certain states and certain high schools have their teams and they battle it out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just felt the light. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I want to wish you all a wonderful, wonderful eternity. And let me know what you think about what I said. You know what I mean? I say it with love. I hope that you understand. And let's have a friendly and nice discussion. Take care.